Mitten State, Brian Ebb, what up? Hey, nobody went live tonight? Really? Except for MC. So guess what? I'm going to fill the hole. Fill the hole. I need a phone though. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. I'm getting there. I had to get another phone for chat because this one disappears on me. On me. There's a reason I went live too. Got a few things to yell about since everybody's a Blade show. Figure out how to work Barb's phone here. Come on, critter. Where the hell am I at? Okay. What the hell? There I am. Finally. Jesus. Okay. Hello, hello. Steve Parks, hello. Sergeant Maximus, hello. I'll chat. All right, we're in there. What's up, Gary? Yeah, since everybody boogied off the Blade show and nobody wants to be live tonight, I figured, what the hell? MC went early. So, yeah. All right, let me check out the little chat. Evening, Rolf. Hey, Mr. Mouse. What's going on? Neil McKenzie, what's going on? His dog on. What's happening? Gary. And Brian F. Okay, I'm back at the top. Outstanding, gentlemen. Got a few things to show you that came into the house yesterday, for those of you who haven't seen the video yet. So, yeah, a couple of decals laying up on here. Up in here. I got some decals up in here. Anybody tell me what that sound is? Roger Baker, over and out. Good evening, sir. Hope you were doing well, you and the fam. Don Chris, what's up? Ice and blood. Yeah, pretty close. It goes to the blood system. But we'll leave it at that for all you recoverers. I did. I felt bad. Last live I did with Barb, I was sitting there just having a cocktail, and a few people in chat talking about how this community has helped their recovery and everything. And I'm like, that's kind of a bad thing there, Mr. Rolf. Put her down. Mr. Hornbossel, how are you today, sir? But yeah, since everybody abandoned us on Friday night, except for MC, because he's so damn wealthy and has so many, he could start his own Blade show. For those of you that haven't won MC ever, it's okay. It's really cool. Like when it first happens, because you chalk it up. For some of us, it's kind of a game to see whose channel you can win on and whose channel you can't ever win on, which is really weird because it does happen that way. There's channels, let's see, it's been 3.5 years I've been here, and there are still a handful of channels that I see every week that I've not even won a sticker from. So It happens. So you guys just needed a place to hang out, didn't you? Uh-huh. I made that happen. Remember who made that happen during Blade Show? Remember that. Hey, Maximus, since you're here, would you like to see your stuff? Okay, be right back. Take a few seconds. That's old. Oh, whatever. Okay. Sergeant Maximus, as some of you may know, lives in a foreign country. Some may say a third world country. Most don't, though. He's from the Great White North. And unfortunately, Canada has some really weird knife laws and shit. This is packing. I thought it was really cool packing. Kind of reminds me of camo netting. Really cool. But this is the folder. It's a Tuya. Oh, geez. What the hell's the name of it now? It's in D2. The Brawler. Something like, it's like Brawler. Something like that. But somebody etched it, the blade, because as you can see, well, next to my fingerprint. Let me wipe that off. They etched it the cutting edge there a wee bit. But they run $35, G10, D2. Little snappy thing. Yeah, that was the folder. And then he also on this, which I've never heard of these people. Arc Form. Well, maybe I have. But it's been a while. It's kind of, I think it's a neck knife. Now this is this side. This is where it gets kind of funky. This is this side of it. I got to get rid of that chat. How do I get rid of that? Oh, hey Angela, what's up? Deep carry for sure, if you're going to carry it in your pocket. But watch what the other side does. It turns, I don't understand. A spoon? Measuring spoon? I don't know. And then the blade's kind of hex screwed in there. Never see anything like this. There's got to be a reason for that. I don't know. Put your thumb. Kind of a scalpel type thing, maybe, where you replace the blades. I don't know. I know nothing about this. Never seen it. Never heard of it. But yeah, he won that. He was looking for. Well, he was in. Been in the community now for some time, at least a year anyway. And I was always curious why he didn't, participate in some of the reindeer games. And here he needed a proxy, so me and Barbie volunteered to be his proxy. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this folder right here. We're going to start a pass around for small channels. So for any of you small channels that want to get in on a pass around, it's going to be called the Sergeant Maximus Pass Around. And I'm going to throw some things in it too. And we're going to pass it around to small channels. And so that way somebody's got some content. So anybody that's interested in the Sergeant Maximus Pass Around, hit me up and I will take your address and you will be in line. I'll put it this way. Whoever hits me up first will be first, second, third, so on. So how's that sound, guys? And then you got some swag. You got some Kelly's Mishmash, I'm sure, because it's got a Kelly sticker in it. You got a little Monkey's Fizz, a couple zipper tie pulls, a keychain, a Band-Aid, a really interesting cartoon that says, I want to wrinkle it, Abdul Funks. And then it's got Why'd the Chicken Cross the Road? I don't know. You have to look at it when you get it. Yeah, and you also got a field manual for writing notes in. And then the box for that. So there's your swag. I'm going to throw some swag in it too when I mail this out to you next Monday. Our swag. So you'll get that as well. And I know I'm not reading comment. And we threw this in since we're going to start a pass around with this. I threw this in because he said he can have fixed blades up there. So there you go. Fixed blade. And that is your winnings from Robert Jones, sir. Minus that. Display. All right, now I can catch back up. Dwayne, what's up, brother? Gertrude, what's going on? Got a box from TKO, got my cup, but my sheath for my 04 wasn't in the box. Yeah, I'm going to get to a sheath thing here in a minute on ours. I was watching a movie and missed MC. No, your name didn't come up, William. Actually, it's two people I've never even heard of. Two off the wall things. All right. Got everybody. Holy shit. Rolf's channel's going to explode now. I went viral. I've got 22 people. YouTube's going to be looking at my channel now. I want to know why I had so many people in my chat. I know why. Because y'all didn't go to Blade Show. You're bored. I wish I could have went again. But to be honest, it seems to me I was just there. Doesn't seem like it's been a year already. Everything's still fresh in my head. Nothing really new came out this year. They got me by the ball sack, so yeah. It didn't bother me to stay home this time. I wish I was there though for the people part of it, because man, we had a blast last time. Blade Show was like a part of it. Meeting the people was the main thing, and there was a lot of good people I met. You've reached the top now, Rolf. Yeah, 22. I'm 25 on my end. I'm growing. That's it. Might hit 30. If we're really good, we might hit 30. YouTube's little chart where it shows me how many people came in will be broken now because they don't know how to adjust. Usually I get 10 to 15, sometimes 20 because of my content. I don't just I'll show a knife or two. Mainly my daily content that I do at 4 o'clock on Monday is about current events and the wars going on. And I try to help people out by, keeping them informed for those that want to be informed. Anyway, Addicted to Blades 2. What's going on, brother? May your wrists be strong. Yeah, I've reached the top now. It's all over with. Cliff, what's up, brother? Oh, poopy butts. So how's everybody doing? Kind of a slow weekend due to Blade Show as far as YouTube channels go. So I was actually surprised MC even went live and early. ATB. Roger Baker. Everybody saying hi to Raj, Cliff, Gertrude again, Mr. Mouse. Outstanding. Uh-oh, that's a problem right there. 15 thumbs up and 25 people. Now I try to be wholesome now. Yeah. Can we get 16? There we go. We got 16 likes. All right, I'm happy. Outstanding. So what's up? Anybody get anything new this week? I got a few things sitting in front of you. As some of you may know that seen our video earlier, Miranda Keith, MK Ultra. stopped by the house yesterday for a couple hours. We had lunch, talked about knives and stuff like that. And she brought a few knives to sell, along with the other knives I have to sell for her. And she brought us each a gift. We'll start with the gift first. This one's mine. And she made these scales herself from using T-Cal scales and imprinting them and then making them. But I call this the gummy bear.
And mine's prettier.
And hers is prettier. And there's hers. There's Barbie's. Say hi, Barbie.
Hi, guys.
Andy's Candy, what's up?
Hi, Mandy.
And yeah,
Pretty cool knife, right?
sweet. I love this knife. It fits so good in my hand. If y'all ever wondered what these feel like in your hand, if you have a medium to large, medium hand, or even her small hand, these oops, watch yourself.
Oh, it's hard to see with the camera.
This is an 02, right?
Mine's an 05, yours is an 02.
Yeah, mine's an 02, yours an 05.
Pretty sweet.
And this one is in 880 CR.
BKR.
Yeah, Gary's in here. Everybody's in here.
Hey, John.
Waylon, what's up, my brother? Good to see you, man.
Cliff.
Yep.
Gertrude.
This is why I went live, because nobody else did.
Right.
And they needed a place to hang out. And now I feel like I've done something for the community.
Well, at least you got to see the beautiful blades that we were gifted by Miranda Keith.
And homemade scales.
And homemade scales.
That's that.
She's making us some more.
Why don't you grab your blanks? Let me see them right over there.
Where?
Right there. Can't miss them. Pink and blue.
Oh.
And she also sent some blanks over for Barbie.
The first ones he's going to show you are glow. They glow.
Yeah, these glow.
They're glow.
Really sweet. When you look at these, let me see if I can get them to glow up.
You have to turn the light out to really see it, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, we can do that. That's what a button's for.
These are the other ones.
Yeah, I like that kind of oceany with the sand and the ocean washing up.
That's why she did it that way.
It's really sweet. And there's a little bit of sparkle in there, too. Like a real fine metal flake.
Yeah, you can see it on this one a little bit.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go, guys.
They're going.
Can you see it?
They can see the top one. Maybe if they flip the other one over.
Maybe if we do it this way.
Yeah, do it that way. Hit it.
Hang on. Let me get it lit.
Hit it. Yeah.
They glow, guys. Aren't they awesome?
It's a glowworm. Wow, and they stay. Look at the lineage.
Yeah.
The pattern.
That should be, I think she should put some of that glow into like these type of handles that she made me. I'm gonna have to run that by her.
Okay, I gotta read some chat. Take them. I got a new case 31960. Yeah, turn the light back on. Yeah, all right. Be kind of kinky without it.
Here, we'll lay this here so everybody can get a
Yeah, go ahead and throw that up there.
good look at it.
Yeah, you can lower that one if you need to. Mine's goes up here.
But yeah, we were totally surprised when she came to see us yesterday.
Turn that off for me while you're standing there. Which button do you hit?
Gotta touch this,
Oh, that one.
and then none.
Okay, cool. Because I got it going on over here. Let me back up a little bit, read some of that chat. Okay. Addicted said, hey. Mandy's Candy.
It's because it won't have to go all the way
Hey,
up.
Cliff. Hello,
Hey,
young man.
Hey, Sergeant. On the edge, what's up?
On the edge, what's happening, brother? Barbie, I love my Spider Co. rock jumper knife. Good, Gary.
I'm so happy.
I actually got it from Miranda. We're just the middleman.
Yeah, we're the
We're the
middleman.
store. Miranda set us up a store.
Yeah, she's going to be sending us some more too.
Or for some of you, MK Ultra.
We're trying to get rid of a few more that we had left, and then she's going to send us a new haul.
Speaking of glowing on the edge, I can print and cut glow in the dark decals. They are super. Let me know if you want to try some. Yeah, hey, you guys, I know we can get them cheaper everywhere else, but you know how we are. We'll spend the extra dollar to help somebody in the community, especially American made, everything else. So if you're looking for some stickers for an event, your channel,
Or
whatever, or whatever, what he's talking about here, hit him up, man. Work out a deal.
Oh, yeah.
Help a struggling artist. There's his Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey, J1 Doobie. We're going to make 30. We got to make 30.
Don and Chris.
Don and Chris, yep. And my biggest fan, Gertrude Springwater.
Heck yeah.
Doobers.
Yeah, she always catches us. Hey, Omega.
Omega Stacking 3. What's going on, brother? Glad you stopped by.
See the new TCal, Omega? It's my new TCal.
04, 5.
This one's the 05.
05.
005, I should say. I'm about to put out another video here as soon as we're done here. Well, as soon as I'm done here.
Now, if you look at the scales in the middle of the scales, between like where the hardware is, you see the indentations. Now, on a TCal scale, they would be protruding instead of inline.
Right.
But being they're inline, you really get a hell of a grip.
You do.
I mean, it's like gripping on a skateboard deck tape.
Yeah, exactly how it feels. Like,
yeah.
Or like someone just put salt on it.
That's not coming nowhere. You're not slipping and slide, especially
you will
with
not
that.
slip. If you have to use this for protection, your hand ain't going to slip down that blade.
And like I said, does that look like a bag of gummy
like
bears or what?
Yeah, well, mine looks like cotton candy.
Yeah, yours looks like cotton candy. I like gummy bears.
It's beautiful.
Actually, my favorite is Swedish Fish.
I do have other scales that are similar to the ones that are on there, but different. And
these are high quality vinyl waterproof decals. No, not the cheaper paper stickers from Amazon, Temu Plus. Great customer service, and I will treat you right. You will be happy. You will be happy. One way or the other, you will be happy.
Heck yeah.
So there you go from On the Edge.
Yeah, for real, guys. If you have a channel, even if you don't have a channel.
Who made those scales? MK Ultra, Miranda Keith. And she also makes others. Bring them other scales back. She also makes blanks.
She has these ones that are glow in the dark.
Yeah, those are glow in the dark.
Those ones are glow in the dark.
And they're made spotty and everything on purpose for texture and glow. And those are, to see them in person, you could probably, it looks like Brule.
It's
pink.
It's beautiful.
Pink and teal Brule.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who know what Brule is, it's kind of a cancer. It grows on a tree and you let it sit for 4 or 5 years and then you make scales out of it.
Yeah, I'll show you.
It's really pretty shit.
They're not much different than them, but.
Did you make those? No, Miranda Keith did. She's going by MK Ultra now. Somebody made a new name. We talked about it yesterday, but I forgot the whole story. But somebody, G-Ball got her on the MK Ultra thing. So she has changed her name to MK Ultra.
Check these. I think those scales he just showed you are similar to these scales.
Yeah.
These came with the knife.
Do them glow?
Changed them to that one. No.
Okay, so them ones are the ones.
These are my other.
But you can get them to glow. And as I demonstrated a few minutes ago,
these are a little lighter.
They glow. I mean, they glow. You can actually write your name. Let's try that.
Okay.
Here, where's my flashlight? Yeah, but let me see the right flashlight.
I'm gonna just.
Okay, I want to get. You don't want this one. You want the other one. That's why I wanted to see the flashlight.
Actually, I want a littler, skinnier one.
Right, when it does this.
Okay.
So you can actually write your name. Hold on a minute, guys. We're in the dark. Write your name.
It won't let me.
Yeah, well.
It didn't work, but see, I tried to write Barbie. It didn't work.
Well, where's the other one? I can get it to work. There it is.
Okay.
Is that it?
That is so cool. I wish it glowed pink, though.
Nope.
Told you. Let me see that for a second.
Man, that was ghostly, don't it?
These are so transparent, even if they're not. See, I got the flashlight.
They don't get to see the ring. It's just a smudge in the camera.
I see it. Oh no, I know.
But this thing's still glowing. It doesn't fade right away like a lot of reactive material.
I know. I kind of like that because then
that is wild.
So say you guys can charge up your knife and take it out at night with you,
and then it'll probably still be glowing by the looks of it, because this isn't like. That's turning green. That is weird.
And look at that right here. It's got orange spots.
Yeah, speckles.
That is so cool, guys. That.
Okay.
You like that?
Oops, wrong button.
There
we go. All right.
So yeah, so that's the coolest shit that I ever seen.
Kind of set them there, so everybody can see them. I'll fix the rest of that stuff later. All right, let me read. Back up a little. I still have a few knives for sale.
We do too.
Check out. Still on blade bends? Copy that. All right.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we still got a bunch too. Still got a really good deal on a bunch of Kershaws. If any channel out there wants some giveaway stuff.
Yep, we'll give them a good deal.
Got a really good deal on 10 Kershaws.
Maybe 11. I'm not sure yet. 9 or 10.
And they're all around the $40, $50 mark if you were to buy them individually.
But we'll give you a sweet deal if you want to buy them all at once.
Yep, buy them all at once, you get a hell of a deal.
Yeah, get a good deal.
And we have a custom Bix blade that's kind of popular right now. I've been seeing it getting sold on a lot of sites. It's not a production custom.
It's a really nice one, though.
These are small batch customs. Yeah, go ahead. I gave myself a treat today by ordering the Worksharp in blue. Sweet. Miranda bought by one of them Worksharp, the one that turns from auto to manual. I was really surprised how light that knife is. I was really surprised how light it and fit in hand and sturdy. And so if you guys are ever thinking about one of them, yeah, here's the custom. It's kind of a pinkish
purple kind of,
and some gray.
I'll eat a better color with this. Now, can you see the pink any better?
Some really stout hardware.
It's a heavy blade too.
And I bet you didn't bring the card with it either, did you?
I don't know, because there's nothing with
it's a Old Dominion, I think. Old Dominion Forge.
Yeah. Oh, there's some dust on her.
Give it here.
Because we don't play with it much.
No, I don't.
Calls it a cool taco sheath.
No, not taco.
Not taco?
Taco wouldn't have bolts on both sides.
One side. I don't know.
Look at the jimping on that.
But it looks like a taco.
Especially that one on the front. You get one jimp. That's all you're getting. One jimp.
The light kind of sucks.
The light's fine. It's got a good razor edge on it. But this is up for sale.
Right.
What's that say?
It is a little heavy, Gertrude.
Yeah, it's got a little weight to it. I'm gonna say.
Who makes it? Sergeant said.
That is. Grab the paper out of the box. It's in a Ziploc with a card, a patch. You get a patch with it. All kinds of stuff came from the company. You get a little swag pack plus a certificate of authenticity with her. I'll go back and chat and look at your questions, so bear with me, guys. I like it. Yeah, I like it too. I just wish it wasn't pink.
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra is the name of the knife. By what company? I said Old Dominion. Was I close? Yeah, Old Dominion Knife Works.
Yeah.
Old Dominion Knife Works. And there's your certificate, handwritten. Nitro V.
With some cool stickers.
And then show them what's in it.
And if anybody purchases it, I will add a sticker pack to it.
Yeah, we'll even throw you one of our swag plaques and some jewelry.
Okay, so you'll get the card with the info. You get this badass
sticker.
Skull sticker.
Old Dominion Knife Works.
Old Dominion Knife Works.
Yep.
Sticker.
And I've heard of them. They've been around a while.
And I think this is like one of those.
How's the mini knife work?
It's a clear sticker.
It's a tattoo.
No, it's a clear sticker.
Yeah, it's like a glass.
It's made. No, it's made with some like, I don't know.
Let me see it.
It's made with that type of. That whole thing will peel.
Yeah, I think it's a tattoo.
It's not a tattoo, brother. It's not a tattoo. What's it say?
Appreciate all the prayers and thoughts while I have been having these heart issues, not afraid to die. But I'm not. Nah, I wouldn't say anybody's ready. Brother.
This might not be a sticker, right? I think this is a card. It's a card, I think.
Oh, it may be a card.
But it feels like it.
I don't know. Might be just the
it's
artwork.
Weird, but yeah, you get all that with it. Plus you're gonna get.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I got a clogged artery in my leg, and they've been crying to get me to surgery so they can get it taken care of before something breaks off, and you know where it goes from there.
But if you guys are interested in anything, just let us know.
Thank you to some gracious doctors that I've actually been put up with. They suck.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul Mills? How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. Really. I hope everybody's having a great Friday night. Outstanding weekend's coming up.
Check out my T-Cal, Paul.
T-Cal. I bet you Tim's exhausted. He's been running all day.
I tagged him in my video. So, Rolf got his self one. They were gifted to us.
They were a gift from MK Ultra, a.k.a. Miranda Keith.
I can't get used to calling her MK.
Oh, and Chatty Cathy from Burning Stables.
Yep, Kathy's
is doing our taco sheets with each of us are also getting a dark water clip with it.
Yep.
So I'm really ecstatic about all that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I hear these dark water clips are something to talk about from what I've seen in chat.
Yeah.
So we'll have to check that out.
Yep. Can't see this.
Can't see what? So move something.
I did. I'll remove this.
Move something. Anything.
There you go. I'll just put mine back.
And if anybody, you can't even see it, so I'm not even going to talk about it then.
What?
The Milwaukee thing that our grandson found in the road today, and I repainted it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He didn't find it in the road. He said he found it on the side of the road when he was pushing his feet through the dirt.
Side of the road, whatever.
That's pretty cool, though.
Apparently, it broke off somebody's toolbox or something.
Apparently.
Hey, Milwaukee makes great knives.
All right, guys, I'm headed back to the other room. Have a great Friday night.
Bye, Barbie.
See you guys Sunday. Love you.
Anyway, so let's get into the other two. She brought these two. This one. These are the C-dubs. And this one. To sell. I've never seen one of these. I've seen them. I've never held one before. Once I got this in my hand, I was like, I got to have this one. I know they don't make an OD green one, and me and Tim are going to have a talk about that because I want an OD green one now. But anyway, I got to looking at the other one because I told her, I said, all right, I'll buy that one. But then I got to looking at this one. Now, this is not Damascus. This is lasered. One of their... I'll just do something different to it. Surprise when you buy it type thing. And I actually after I got holding that, looking at it, I said, I gotta have that one too. So yeah, I made a trade with her for those two. And I'll just tell you this. What I traded her was very shiny. They're pretty expensive. So if y'all can guess what I did, you've been paying attention. You haven't seen it on the channel for some time because I kept it locked up. So, we'll just put it that way. So if anybody can guess what I traded for them two knives, you never know what might happen. That's kind of cheating, dog one. You already knew. But yeah, I traded to Sonora. I don't do jewelry, dudes. That's exactly where that thing was going to sit till I die and the grandkids end up with it. And kick it around the yard or some shit. I'd rather get it to somebody that would appreciate it, that would use it, you know. Uh-oh, what's happening here? What do you mean I'm dying? Hold on, guys. I might have an issue here. Where the hell is my cord? Don't you dare die on me. There we go. Caught it just in the nick of time. Yeah, I traded the Sonora for it. Henry G, what's up, my brother? Okay, I'm back. Let's go kicks, baby. Let's go. Oh, Knicks. Let's get kick. What? Yeah, doggone won that one. Stan, he's up in here too. What's up, brother? All the homies from way back. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but I went back into the some of my old chats and shit. Not on my channel, but on other people's channels. Jesus, it's been a long time. A lot of us been here a while. And I'm actually one of the newer ones to the crowd. So some of you been here 8, 9, 10 years. Want to know why? Why? Tell me why. Will somebody please tell me why? Oh, Addicted Blade's #1 in chat. Look out, he's coming. Let's look. What's he got? 100. Dwayne second. And Randy's Candy is third. Cool. That's weird how you can track that on your other end anyway. What do y'all think about these C-dub folders? Now, some of you don't like big knives. I know that, and they are big. As a matter of fact, let me get the tapey thing out. Give you a true head to toe. Yeah, 9.5. Not, well, 9 5/8. Well, no, it's 9.5. Right at the tip of that attitude adjuster. What'd she do with that knife? Yeah. Put this one back together, make some room. That has one good positive lock. And it has this kind of pocket clip on it. So I guess you could clip that to a regular thin belt. And it does weigh. I wish my batteries were right in my scale because I know my little scale. Let me try my little scale. I doubt if it's going to read it, but I'll try it. Because I'm kind of curious, to be honest with you. Oh, let me see here. On. I know it's not going to read this. Okay, what am I on? Zeroed. Okay. Yeah. Try a different one. Tier on tier mode. Ounces. All right. Let me try ounces. Nope. It goes right to OLD. I guess my batteries won't do it. But anyway, I'm going to say 16 ounces to a pound. I'm going to say at least 10. At least 10 ounces. So yeah, it's a thick boy. Or girl, whatever you want to call it. How do you turn this down? There we go. It's real thick. Let me bring that back over. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at 1/4 inch thick steel. So yeah, in full tang. I wore it once, like you would wear a fixed blade. It's all right. No problems there. Come on, puppy. But, yeah. Everybody still saying hi to everybody. Leon, what's up, brother? I've seen you in a while. A few weeks, anyway. Of course, this be your morning, correct? About, what, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning for you? Yes, bonjour. For those of you who don't know, Leon's our French liaison. Hey, Leon, just for knowledge for my Monday morning or Monday afternoon live, things really that bad over there as far as riots and everything from what I've been seeing over here, or is that just hype? Just hype, I'll leave it alone if it's actually as bad as I've seen it. I mean, they even had one article said they're burning the Eiffel Tower down. And with a bunch of AI shit, of course. Yes, 5:40 a.m. Okay. Well, it's a couple hours less than I thought it was, but yeah, just woke up. Well, good morning to you, sir. 5:45. So you're 6 hours. Then, yeah. Wait a minute. 5:40. It's 11:38. Your clock must be fast. Oh shit! You're telling me really? The other phone's gonna die on me now too? Barb, you're fired. No more producing for you. Oh shit! Now that's about ready to fall off. Let me get this one plugged in. That's what's nice about the old knife card here. Self-sustaining power. All right, I guess I'll move things. Uh-oh. Wow. Everybody's back. I guess when you plug things in, it shuts off. Cheap ass phone. Yeah, Jack, I hear you. Hold on one second, buddy. I got to get everything up and running here. Catch up to my own live. Hi, Paul. Can you repeat your question? We've been getting a lot of reports over here in the States that the riots are getting pretty bad over there. I guess there's a lot of problems with the Mideastern people. Well, you barked to come in. Come on. Oh, now you're going to stay out. Uh-huh. So I close the door, you'll probably run in one in again. But yeah, we've been getting a lot of reports over here, Leon, that you guys are having a lot of problems over there with rioting and stuff like that. And while I got Maximus here, we talked on our emails. But you happy with all that? You good with all that? What I decided to do? Using that one folder to start a pass around and then sending you the other fixed blade. Is that all good with you? What do you want? Huh? You want a pat on the head? You do. Okay, cool. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. But yeah, now these scales that MK made, these here, well, you're gonna see them. But anybody looking for block scales for starting their knives, hit her up. I'm sure she can do any color, any style. These are G10, basically, I guess is what you call them. She can make micarta and all that good stuff. Put them like here. Hold on, another dog. What do you want? You ain't going back out. You just came in. Why do you guys do this every time I go live? You're like, okay, let's screw with Daddy and crazy pups. Yes, please comment, subscribe, share. Hey, we're good on with the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Wholeheartedly. Big time. So how many of you wish you were a Blade Show right now? I've got to go. So I've been there. done that. It's crazy. Your first day, you're lost. You don't even know what to do. There's so much to do. You lose it. All right, I'm just gonna walk around and see what's up. And that's what we did. I went with two other people, Derek and Caleb, 1776, and Derek for real, and me and Barbie. And when we get to from the hotel to the stadium, or whatever you want to call it, the conference rooms, they're huge. They're the size of a stadium. But anyway, Derek went his way. He had to go hang out with, his thing was he had to go help Fed Harrison. So he'd go his way, and then, Caleb, he'd hang out for a little bit, and then he'd see somebody, and he'd be gone his way. And, we just kind of did that for the whole weekend, and all met back at the car. I brought radios. I brought GMRS radios so we could get some coverage, and that way everybody had a radio in case emergency arose, because we only had one car between the four of us. So I thought that was a good idea, which it did work out great. Everybody that way was somebody who was lost or bored. They didn't have to go to the checkout counter and have it relayed through the whole building. They just call us on the radio and say, hey, I'm over here. Yeah, taking radio. If you ever go to Blade Show, take some radios, especially if you're in a group. Take a backpack, one you're comfortable with because you're going to be wearing it a long time. Definitely something to drink and munch on. You don't want to pay $8 for a Chick-fil-A sandwich that is so been warmed up, cold, and everything else, and transported, and by the time you get it, it would stick to the wall. So, and they're probably $9 or $10 this year, since everything's gone up since I went last year, because things were reasonably priced a year ago. Yeah, and they don't have much choice. And I think they had Domino's was selling slices for like $5, which you can get a whole pizza for that. And then across the hall from them was like Chick-fil-A, and they had just this oven-looking thing, like a closet, that coughed out chicken sandwiches that they actually cooked at the store and brought there. So you can imagine what they were like. But we did buy one because we was hungry. Big crowd's not my thing. Gary, not mine either. Wait a minute, am I talking to the right person? Yeah. Not mine either. I don't do malls. I hate even going to the grocery store. But once you get to Blade Show, all that gets blocked out. The only thing you're centered on is what table you're at the moment and who you're talking to. And there's a lot of people to talk to. It's not just Blade people. There's also support companies that support the Blade community, like oils and sharpening people and everything you could think of that pertains, people that make scales. I bet there was 50 tables that did this shit. A lot of exotic materials to make scales with, like tusk from woolly mammoths, stuff like that, to hoofs of certain animals and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot more there than just knives. I wouldn't mind having scales for my rock jumper Spyderco knife. That there is going to be an issue, though. You're going to have to find somebody that can actually make them already finished. Because if you were to take a brick of scale material like this and try to put it on a Spyderco, unless you're really, really good with some kind of machinery, it's not going to fit. As far as the hardware that makes up the internals of the Spyderco, or Benchmade for that matter. Yeah, speaking of Benchmade, I like supporting American companies. That's one of my biggest things. But when you constantly get things from this company that are just failures, it really makes you wonder why you even try, And don't get me wrong, I like the design of the Benchmade bug out. I do. I just haven't had one yet that operated correctly or lined up. Or just didn't feel like a piece of cheap plastic in my hand. Where'd it go? Where you at, little girl? I know you're right here somewhere. I just saw you. There you are. $200. Elmax steel. Not OD green. It's like a forest green on this one, but that's close enough for me. But everything's right here. From my fingers up. That's it. The rest of it's just some barrel spacers and some plastic. Everything from here back is not lined, for those of you who've never held one of these. So I could literally take this thing right now, and yeah, it wouldn't take nothing to snap it. It would not take nothing at all. And my other bitch and complaint is every one I've ever had hugs the wall. You can't get a straight damn bench made if you freaking tried, man. It just disappoints me being an American company, an established American company. And I already know why it won't line up. And no matter what you do, this knife, it will not line up unless you change the scales. Because the scales are bent. They're not in line. You need a brain cam reliable bug out as a shizzle. Okay, Paul, I'm going to listen to you. You need a Brian Kim reblade. Okay. All right. Let me write that down. Because you would be the one to know. Yeah, I follow you guys. You know, I don't talk a lot in chat, but there's a reason, because of things like that. I like to read all the chat. I like to listen to what the tuber's saying about what's going on. So if you see me just saying hi to everybody and disappearing, I'm still there. Or Barb's got me on a run somewhere. And what was that dude's name again? Where are we at? Paul, there he is. Brian Kim. I do like the Benchmade knife. I do. As a design. I just wish they'd either put liners behind the damn scales or use a different material. Or maybe even a different design, but very light knife, sharp, guaranteed for who knows what. You know. All right, let me catch up with you guys. Enough whining and crying about Benchmade. Big crud's not my thing. Okay. Okay. I'd want to meet everybody to get an eyeball on it. Yeah, I totally understand that. Chick-fil-A, yeah, sponge. There you go. I wouldn't mind having scales for my rock. Okay, went through that one already. Glow in the dark. That glow in the dark? I don't know what you're talking about, Gary. My T-Cal or my Benchmade don't. Just the only glow in the dark thing we had here was these. And I mean, they glow really weirdly, strange, interesting. And they stay glowing too. Miranda, like I said, MK Ultra, Miranda Keith, she made those. Will you quit phone? Jesus. Okay, we did that. They should have G10 instead of F. Yeah, at least G10. I mean, come on. But still, real G10 is soft. It's not really hard. Real G10 is, it's kind of it's hard to explain. When it was invented, it was paint, basically, that built up in a corner of a guy's paint booth. And he took a big hard chunk of it and he started making beads and all kinds of shit with it. And then he got the different layers of colors because you paint cars different colors. So you're going to have different layers in that ball of paint. So imagine what almost dry paint feels like in your hand if it was a scale. That's kind of what G10 is supposed to feel like. Not hard ass plastic. So people that are saying you got G10 scales and they're hard as a rock, and they feel like plastic, they're plastic. Well, Paul, that's basically the whole new knife. Well, yeah. But hey, you'll love it, Rolf. Copy that. Okay. And what was that? Dan Stan, Paul Mills, does Brian Kim do Spyderco stuff too? Unfortunately, no. Damn it, man. Now, the Spyderco, my pair of 3 with the FRNs, I don't mind that as much because the way they made them. So just, I don't know. It's the way they feel in your hand. They're not long and pliable. You can't bend them like you can bend that shit. So, you know, I still here. Yep, ticker's still running. Just wonder why the chat didn't move, that's all. But yeah, I just, and don't even get me started on Heretic. I got a Heretic knife in. Some of you guys might have seen the video I put up about it. But you think this is pliable and feels cheap to the hand. Get a Heretic, what was the one I had? They're $200 even. A lot bigger knife than the Bug Out, though. Heretic. Shit. Anyway, it's all plastic handle. And check this shit out. You see how Benchmade's got metal here to hold the whole front assembly together? Not on that Heretic. It had 2 big washers and that was it. All plastic. All plastic. So be careful if you ain't ventured into the Heretic situation yet. Now I want to check out a 940, Paul. I told Zach, we were talking here not too long ago, a week or 2 ago. There's a couple 940s I really got my eye on, and they don't have the basic scales either. They're more, I think the one I was looking at, aluminum scales. But I don't know, the 940 just reminds me, not so much as a knife, but as like a field tool. Like if I was out in combat in the field, I would definitely want to have them with me. Just for working on shit with the guns, stuff like that. Transparent knives, yeah. Yeah. Fiberglass reinforced and pressure treated is more acrylic. Yeah, well, you know, for as much as they're charging for these dang things. And as many companies that are out there now fighting for your dollar, you would think it wouldn't cost them dick to straighten shit out. Especially Heretic. That was just totally uncalled for. And, you know, I've seen last couple of years, I've seen all kinds of people. Oh, Heretic this, Jesus, Lord. You know, I get one. It's the worst, the most piece of shit I ever had in my hand. Yeah, it didn't last long. 3 days, it was gone. Sold her off to a guy that sells knives. That's all he wanted it for, was to resell it. I said, whatever. Where's your buck? Oh, no, you don't have to ask that. That buck's never more than 2 to 3 feet away from me, if not in my pocket. And the only reason it ain't in my pocket right now is because I took all that shit out for the night, laid half of it up here. Dun, dun, dun. And then the buck 112 Ranger. S30V steel, aluminum frame, OD green micarta. Now, speaking of buck, I seen a thing on Instagram today. They have 2 new models, 110, 112. 112 is smaller than the 110 for those of you who don't know. MagnaCut? Nah. Anyway, OD green aluminum frame. These were micarta something, but the steel is what did it for me. I can't remember what it was, like MagnaCut or something. But they got a whole new line coming out already for this part of Blade Show. They already did the 2026 release of all the newer stuff like you're seeing in front of you. Now they have some newer stuff. And I thank them for finally getting on the wagon and modernizing a knife that's been around since 50s. Well, it was designed in the 50s, but it didn't really take off to the early 60s. But, yeah. That knife right there should weigh, I don't know, 8, 9 ounces if it had the brass framing and everything. Right now, this thing weighs no more. Oh, this is probably even heavier. No, it is. This is heavier. What do I have on me? Well, anyway, it's pretty damn light. I think they're like 4 something ounce with the aluminum frame, as well as quality and craftsmanship. Slight recurve. No. Maybe. I don't know. I only got one eyeball. I agree, Rolf. These companies need to start justifying. Yeah, they really do. And they're doing it because they have to come out with new models to keep us interested. Hammering these things out. We got a new model, January 2026. Oh, shit, now we got a new model, May 2026. Take your time, guys. Knife companies, I'm talking to you. Think a little bit. Yes, don't treat this like a rusty car up north. Oh, they're going to buy a brand new car in 5 years. They're going to need another one because we're not going to undercoat it. Don't make breakable knives so we buy more. Don't do that. Make quality knives. Like these guys. You couldn't beat this knife to death with a baseball bat. Literally, this would last somebody a lifetime. Right here. Same price as this shit. Come on now. I know those aren't made in America, but still. Just give us something. Quit putting fancy shit out and doodles and shit all over our handles and everything else. Just give us a quality knife. You know, each one of us is different in blade style because we use the blade for a different thing. So, of course, you're going to have your different blade styles. But as far as handle material, frame material, locking material, it should be your first priority. We want this knife to be in that man's pocket for a long time. So 10 years from now, you can show a guy and say, yeah, look at this damn knife. I still have it. Then you'll make some sales. Don't jump on that shit where, you know what I mean. Kershaw is actually way more impressive than Benchmade. Yeah, being an old Kershaw fan from the old days when Kershaw first started throwing shit out, which was actually phenomenal compared to what we had to deal with back in the day. Yeah, but my problem with Kershaw is they got their hands in too many countries. I just like to see an American company make American knives or any company. Just make your knives. Make them right. Give us a decent deal. And that's another thing too, guys. I've been watching a lot of Whatnot. I'll use this knife. $200. Okay? $200. You go to Whatnot. Cheapest they can sell them because they have a contract with them is $170. And that's just for plain Jane ones. That's not with the coated blade and everything else. $170. Now, I've seen them go for cheaper, but that's used or some kind of weird deal. Because when they sell big company knives like that, they can only sell them to a certain limit before they have to turn it down. So basically, there's a, what do you call that? Where you bid up? Will you stop these? Anyway, a starting bid. And where was I going before the dog interrupted me? Anyway, a lot of these other knives that we buy from, say, overseas, these guys are selling them for 2/3 of what we have to pay for them and still making money. So that tells you right there that $200 and $300 titanium knife we just bought from, let's just throw a name out there, Felissa. Even though they don't have a knife that expensive, we'll just use them. Felissa. Okay? Threw out a $300 knife. Oh, it's really cool. It's titanium this, it's titanium that, it does this, the blade's cut, blah, blah. And the guy that designed it just paid $50 a knife. It's true. I've been watching knives getting sold, and the guy's still making money. And you're like, what? It's like 150 off. Now, some do bitch and complain, but I've seen not clearance sales. What do you go? Flash sales. Flash sale of an $80 knife, $7 a piece. Really? You're making money on $7 a piece for an $80 American-made knife. Okay, then. That's just showing us what it really cost to make them. So be careful what you buy, where you're putting your money. New bug eyes, badass. Should be for $4. Yeah. I thought they were $500, but okay. Excuse me. I will say the new Benchmade. Oh, yeah, the Viper, bar, whatever. It's pretty cool, but still way grossly overpriced. And see, it's another thing, too. They got in that new model, okay? All these newbies. And when this thing, let's just start from there. When this thing came out of the box, this was locked solid. You could barely even, Barb couldn't do it. As soon as she got it, she looked at it, she goes, this is yours. I can't even open it or close it. She goes, and it took me a while. I had to loosen all this shit up, blow it out, clean it, oil it, and then sit here for 3 days and do this just to get it to do what it does now. Out of the box. Out of the box. Now, any young man that saved his paper route money up to buy him a Benchmade that he's wanted all his fucking life and pulls that piece of shit out of the box and it does that, they deserve everything they get. What is the red and blue material? You talking about this? These are, if you're talking about this, these are scales that Miranda Keith made, MK Ultra. And she was here yesterday and stopped by and brought us a couple gifts. She gave me this, the O2. I think it's an O2. With her, what I call gummy bear scales. She made her own scales for it. It's kind of, you can kind of transparent, just like a gummy bear. But yeah, she made those, and she made these for Barbie's other knives, for fixed blades. That she has a couple. She's got a mink and a H-back, and she wants these scales put on the H-back and the mink. So that's the job for me. But yeah, Miranda Keith, MK Ultra, JW Outdoors. How you doing tonight, sir? Oh, it's morning now. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, for those who just come in, since nobody wanted to go live tonight and everybody went to Blade Show except us few, or some of you may be at Blade Show. I went last year, but after MC was over with, I was like, hey, there ain't nobody on. Well, I'll take care of that problem. Give you all something to do. And being we got some nice prizes yesterday, I figured I'd show them off a little bit. That's the one I got. And I think Barbie took hers. Yeah, it's gone. And I'm also going to start a pass around. It's going to be called the Sergeant Maximus pass around because he's the one who started it. And this is going to be one of the first knives in it. I'm going to throw some knives in it. So anybody has a new channel, a younger channel where you're deprived and don't have a lot of money and don't have a lot of stuff, hit me up and I will send you a box of knives to review with a list of who it goes to next. Now, this box of knives is roughly going to cost you anywhere from $12 to $15 to send to the next person. So keep that in mind. And then eventually they'll come back around to me and we'll do something different. Yeah, it is fire. Now, I've been eyeballing their Tontos, the Ops and the Desert Ops. That's really the one I really, really am drooling all over. But this thing here, by the gods, man, it fits so well in your hand. You would not believe it. And these are the scales that she made for these are actually designed from TCAL scales. She took her TCAL scales, sunk them in some kind of putty or whatever she makes her molds out of. So everything's kind of reversed. These little dimples you see going down the middle would actually be raised, but now they're dimples, but it feels just like skateboard tape, real grippy. And that little ramp there with that jimping, it's probably one of the better knives I've ever held with that kind of jimping on it. And they were sharpened by Tim. She paid for the sharpening and all that on them. So I think, yeah, Barbie's is the newer blem. This one, I'm not sure if this one is or not. Yeah, it is. And this is the 80 MOV2. 80 MOV2. Really strong steel. Yeah, come on, dog. Quit drinking so damn much. Trying to do it live here. Go hide. Hey, dog, weirdest thing in the world. He'll sit there and drink and drink and drink and then cough for like 2 minutes. Every time. I need a tea kettle. I want a small one. I want the small one. Well, that's pretty small. They do have those smaller handle ones. Same blade shape, just only two. And then a little lanyard hole so you can have your something to grab onto. What do you want now? What? You just came in. Come here. Come see me. What? What's wrong, buddy? You want to go back out again? I can accommodate you. I'll leave you alone for a while. No? All right. What do you want, bud? Come on, I got to be reading chat, so you're just going to have to go bug out for a while. Come on, go lay down. Be a good boy. All right, JW Outdoors, Leon, okay, saying hi to everybody. Wanting TCALs. Sounds like the aspirating. Try to limit how fast he's drinking. Yeah, I wish I could. He's done that since a pup. He just sits there and drinks, and drinks, and drinks, and then spits a little bit of it back up. I don't know what his deal is. Peaches. All right, hold on a minute, guys. I got to do something here. Come on, boys. Come on, girls. Come on, baby girl. Come on. You be quiet. You're next. All right, I'm back. Where am I at? All right, here we go. DP1 or the prawn? Yeah, DP1 prawn is a good choice. I like their big ones though, the long ones. That long Tonto they got, that Desert Ops. I think it's a Desert Ops. But it's the longest one they have, Tonto. That thing just looks like it would pierce anything. I put copper scales on my bug out. It's 10 times better than it was stock. Yeah, you see, Mick, I did a trade a couple years back ago with DVD because he had the same problem with his bug out. It wouldn't line up for shit, so he bought scales, carbon fiber scales from one of the scale companies. I can't even remember which one it is now. It made it worse. She literally had a hard time getting them to fit and all that. And then I ended up trading them a Devo pony style for it. And because I wanted to check out a bug out. And I got it. And it basically, I kept it in my bug out bag for about a year and a half. Brought it out after Barbie started a channel, and I brought it out and kept looking at it. And then we had an auction for blue in them. And I said, you know what? Good place for it in the auction. So it went in the auction. Mo Patty bought it. And so, yeah, that's where my first bug out went. That thing there, you couldn't keep the pivot tight for shit. I mean, you had to like literally crazy glue it because you'd flip it 6-7 times and you could literally take the blade and it would just slop all over the place. It was how the hell DVD put it? Possessed. That thing was possessed from the get-go. He had $100 into it, so there's $300. I had it apart, changed some things. It made it a little better as far as the action goes. But it would never line up. Never. It would not literally had to lay on one side or the other. So green cheese acid ones and gets causes them to aspirate. Oh, okay. Oh, lungs. Jesus, Bob. I know. I hate autocorrect myself. It's not that heavy with the copper scales. Yeah, that would look badass shipwrecked. I bet it is. Hell yeah. I'm a man of shipwrecked myself. I like that color combination. I do. That's pretty cool. Now, explain this to me. You shipwreck a piece of brass, copper, whatever. Do you coat it with something so it stays that way? Is there like do you spray it? Some kind of clear coat or something, or you just leave it? Oh, that's fine, Mick. I knew what you're talking about. At first I didn't, but then after I read it again, I understood. I was always curious about that because the people that I've seen shipwreck things never did explain the final process. At least not that I remember anyway. Miranda just won on bees. Don't think she's there. Bummer. Oh, really? Hey, tell Amanda she won on bees. What? Tell Amanda she just won on bees. Apparently bees is live. He wasn't earlier. Oh, well.
I didn't hear you.
Just text Amanda and tell her she just won on bees.
She did?
Bees blades.
Oh,
Miranda just won on Bees Blades. Don't think she's there. She's probably driving. She's probably there, but hopefully she's there. Christ, that's one I haven't won yet. I won from Bees once, but it wasn't from Bees. It was from, that's where I won the mink, the Vosteed mink. Came directly from Vosteed. Didn't even get the swag pack.
It says she was active 2 hours ago. She might be sleeping.
Nah, she may be sleeping then. Oh, she's there. Never mind. They got her. I'm good for her. Because I'll tell you what, she's been throwing some shit out to the community, guys. She really has been, and she's a really, really sweet individual. Like I said, we spent a few hours with her yesterday, about 4 or 5 hours. And as she was passing through. And we got to talk a little bit about things and finally got to meet after all the wheeling and dealing we've been doing with each other. And yeah, very, very sweet individual. Now don't come over here. You want to go with the other side over there with them guys? Huh? Hey, Freddie? Huh? Buddy? Time is it? 12:16. What time did I come on? Hour 20. No, I haven't been on for an hour and 20 minutes. There's no way in hell.
She's like, thanks. I don't even know what it is, but it's exciting. She's so right.
Well, if it's a actual bees thing and not some sponsored thing, she's going to get a box full of shit.
Right.
I want the trinkets. Trinkets. Now, I do have this. This did come with the mink, which kind of led me to believe he had his hands on it. But I didn't get like all the stuff he normally gives with his stuff. The only, man, can I even get this thing off of here? Probably not. Anyway, it's a bee keychain. It's like a gnome. It's a yellow gnome. Well,
she's switching vehicles. She's gonna jump over to your ride.
Switching vehicles?
Yeah, she says, I'll jump over there in just a minute and switching vehicles.
Oh, okay.
She's probably home.
Anyway, oh, she might be home then. Well, good. She can send her sheaths, damn it. I really want to carry my decal. It's hard to carry without a sheath. Like, I haven't seen the sheaths yet. Kathy made the sheaths, so obviously she has the knives that we need the sheaths for. Interesting. Never thought about it that way. Okay, come on, dogs. This is enough. By the gods, man. You guys don't do this when I'm not live, and it's really weird. Come on. Now on, I'm going to hide uptown and do my lives. Yeah, she is an awesome lady. Oops. I'm throwing shit on the ground. Anybody have any bad weather? We've been out of the weather since I have a feeling we're going to get nailed come end of the month. Hurricane season comes in. We haven't had hardly any rain. Almost 2 months with no rain. Everything went to drought. You can't even have a fire. Blah, 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 blah. And then it rained for like 3 days. Took 2 days off and then rained for 2 or 3 more days. Not a heavy rain, not thunderstorms, just like a drizzle. So they kind of lifted the fire ban. Just can't have open fires. You can still have your pit fires. But now we're still under a drought because now it ain't raining again. So, of course, they're not growing anything in North Carolina anymore anyway. Everything went to apartment buildings and houses. Pretty cold for June. Yeah, we've been, actually, to be honest, yeah. We touched the 90s once, one day. And it wasn't even humid, so it didn't really seem like 90. Other than that, it's been in the 70s and low 80s. All spring. Well, now summer, right? We already passed the summer solstice, or is that the end of the month? It might be the end of the month. Todd, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Got a bunch of regular crew in tonight. You need to go lie down. Now. Let's go. Come on. Move it. No, you're going all the way. You're going out to see your daddy. Come on. Come on, Freddie. Come on, Freddie. Come on, buddy. There's a good boy. This is a good boy. Get in there. Go. Aha. Mess with me, damn it. Anyway, for those of you who just came here, we were showing these bad boys, the CW folders. And then this one is kind of lasered. It's not Damascus, it's lasered, textured shit. Both of these knives identically the same in action. I can't. And once you in the clip, you ain't got to worry about feeling the clip. There's nothing on this knife that pokes you, prods you, anything. The crossbar lock folder should be coming out any time now. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Where are the CW knives made at? I can't remember if it's Vietnam or Taiwan. So I don't think they're made in the States, are they? I think it's the only one that's not, besides maybe, I think the other folder is, though. Hell, I don't remember. MK, what's going on, girl? Oh, yeah, the only time you pop on is when you win something from somebody else, huh? All right, I got it. Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Did you get to claim it, or was you too late? I didn't know he was live. I went on at 9 o'clock, 9:30, and there was no Bees Blaze being live, so I watched MC instead and decided to go live myself. I didn't know Bees was going live. Must have did it from a hotel room or something. Flying not a sheep. What's up? Okay, cool. She got to claim it. She caught it in time. Cool. What'd you win? What'd you win? Tell us. Tell us. What? What'd she win? I got it in all chat. I didn't see it. No, I'm talking about what she won from Bees.
I know.
Oh, you have no idea. Okay. Well, if it's one of his packages, you won 3 or 4, maybe 5 knives and a whole bunch of swag. Got a good crowd in here tonight. Bunch of old heads. Oh, she won't know until next week. Oh, okay, that's right. He's out of town and shit. Yeah, okay. Copy that. Yeah, we chased him for 3 days last year at Blade Show. It was comical. His wife was in a boot because she did something to her ankle. And he was like 90 miles an hour everywhere he went. So we were like, hey, Bees, come here. We're doing a live. Oh, I got to go. And then she'd be like 12 feet behind him, trying to catch up. Then she'd stop and talk to us. But that man was on the move for 4 days straight. On the move.
Listen up.
Yeah, so tonight's giveaway is a mystery giveaway.
Mystery giveaway.
Oh, okay.
I'll pick one of my mystery packs out, and whoever wins, you'll find out what you win next week.
Okay.
You'll find out next week, Miranda.
Send me a screenshot of your YouTube. Here's your instructions. You can always rewind and watch this after the fact if you forget. Whoever wins, when your name is drawn, you have to be present. You'll have 2 minutes to say something in the live chat. If you don't say something, then I will redraw. Once I hit redraw, it's over. You're disqualified. And it'll be the next person. Let me get my timer ready.
It's got to be replay.
Yes, I'm so happy I had to do a live.
The timer updated. That's a cool timer. This is what it looks like now.
Yeah, go ahead and tap it.
Let me here.
There it goes. It's rolling. It's going to roll for a minute and a half. You know that.
To drink more water tomorrow.
He's the only guy on YouTube that runs it forever till your name runs out.
Mm.
If you're at Blake Show, make sure.
I see my name. How'd my name get in there?
Oh,
Unless it wasn't my name, but it looked like my name.
There's Miranda's.
Yep.
Yeah, your name go by. Like, okay, keep going, come back. Keep going, hurry back. MK Ultra 42. Time is started.
Miranda.
Oh, you bet, Todd. You bet.
In here, I would say probably. Let me look.
Probably.
MK Ultra.
Underscore.
Congrats, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not able to.
You've done something I can't do.
He probably ain't sure even who it was because he's used to saying Miranda Keith. But
yeah.
he probably didn't know who it was.
Thanks, G-Ball.
Yeah.
Screwing that all up already.
Congratulations, girlfriend.
It took me 3 days to figure out who the hell you were. Like, who the hell's MK Ultra? That's an old FBI thing back from the 60s. Hope everyone is having a I'm having an outstanding evening. Really, I mean, when you wake up and find all this, in your possession, it's a good day. Thanks, Miranda. This was a gift. This one here from Miranda. And these two I bought off her. Well, we made a trade. Because once I got that knife in my hand, I was like, oh, no. This is the only, and I will say this from a military aspect, this is the only knife I've ever held in my hand to this point that has actually felt like a tactical folder. That I would trust it to do tactical things with a folder. This is the only one I've had in my hand so far. Well, other than the bomber, but the bomber is not pointy. So therefore, it's not a great tactical knife. It's a chopper, good chopper. But as far as tactical goes, no. But I would baton with that bomber because of the way they have the backspacer and the locking system and everything. No problem. Matter of fact, it's sitting right here. For those of you that may have never seen one before. See, he's a bag beefer. OD green and black, like I like them. But you see that backspacer right here? Let me get a better view here. That's titanium that runs all the way through this thing. Otherwise, it'd be a lot heavier than it is. When that knife comes up, you see this thing here? It locks up in that hole. So, yeah. And it feels really good in the hand. Not as good as this one, but it feels really good. So, yeah. Bomber is a really good one. That's only $70, $70, $80, depending on where you get them. Peaches, don't you even start. Yeah, I didn't know he was live either because I went and looked for live. I knew MC was coming on because I'm on his Patreon and everything. He started a little early tonight, usually an hour early anyway. And then I went to Bees, of course, because Bees, I was like, oh, wait, he's a Blade Show. He won't be live. Sure enough, he was nowhere to be found. So it must have been a quickie because I didn't even get a notification. Nope, none of my phones are notified. Of course, that's not usual. Unusual. I have yet to pick up a cold steel. Yeah, see, now we got on that kick a week or two ago. I haven't had a cold steel in my hand in a long time, since like cold steel came out. I need to start venturing that way a little bit, especially as much as I'm into fixed blades. And I do want their spear. That bore spear they have for $50, they had them at Tractor Supply. I'd like to get one of them babies. And I wouldn't mind having one of their Viking swords either. Yeah, I'm going to run this about 2 hours and then call it a night. So I've been on for 1 hour, 34 minutes, and it's 12:30. So I'm going to run this to 1 o'clock and then call it a night for myself. 1 o'clock Eastern. Coins are very cool. Yeah, speaking of coins, let me show y'all something else. Something. If I can find them. There they are. Now, you know how it's America's 250th anniversary this coming next month. Well, my Grandy Keith, MK Ultra, dropped this off with us and said, hey, use them for giveaways. So, yeah, guess what y'all going to be getting in the giveaways for the next 4 or 5 weeks? Commemorative pins, 250. 250. Oops, there's another one that's the same. Another one that's the same. There's one with the bell from Philly. There's kind of a blacked out 250. And here's another blacked out. Here's one that looks kind of like a metal or a ribbon. Like that one. And another one of them ones. Another one of those ones. Another blacked out one. So yeah, got them for giveaways. And once again, Ralph, you have not had any cold steel knives. Not recently, Todd. No. Not in the last 20 years. No. And I know, bad Bob, Rolf, whatever you want to call me. But I know. And, you know, in my line of knifeness, I should have some. And I don't know why I don't. I don't know. I can't explain it. But I will have some before this year's over with. Half the problem is everything is such rushing at me all the time, especially stuff that I want, like from TCal or Bear & Son or stuff like that. And it just gets put in the back of my head, and I keep forgetting about it until I see Scabs. And he keeps reminding me I need to get some cold steel. But yeah, it's been a while. It's been, oh shit. Be honest with you, it's probably been longer than 20 years. It's probably been since the late 90s. Well, I guess I is out of bees, but oh well. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too, on the edge. Randy Keith won bees. So heavy duty cold steel, 4 Max Scout in OS 10. OS 10's a good steel. 42. Yeah, see, that's another thing too. You can get a big honking knife made out of a big chunk of steel for around $50. Midway USA currently 4-inch blade. Nearly indestructible. Yeah, I know. Cut nails right in half. Shit like that. And I keep playing around. But now that let's just do this. Because I know I'm going to do it again and again and again. Every time we get on this cold steel talk. And then 3-4 weeks later, we're like, hey, Rolf, you got any cold steel? Like, no. Cold steel. Okay, it's on my list. Now we'll see what I do with it. The list, anyway. Step down in size to a 3.5, 80-10 or an 80. Yeah, I want to try. That's another thing, too. I want to try one of them. They're kind of a little squarish looking for me, but I do like the overall design. The blade. I don't want the Warncliffe one. I want the pointy one, the clip point or whatever the hell they call that one. I'm not a big Warncliffe guy. Because they don't poke things as well. Now this, on the other hand, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Gummy Bear? There's Gummy Bear. Yeah, okay, this could be almost classified Warncliffe, but it's, to me, reverse Tanto. But you see that point? That's still going to pointy things. So yeah, this is an exception. But this is about as far as the exception I'll go. That's long point Tanto for me, or drop point, clip point, slender, long. Yeah, someone said AD10 to me, or the light. I just want to hold one of them Demco style knives. Paul Mills, Todd Carr. Hey, you two been here for like the last hour and a half. Now you're just getting around and say hi. What's up with that? I cannot believe how much my dogs are fussing because I'm hanging out with you guys and not them. Usually right now I'm in my lounge chair, my big oversized lounge chair with 2 dogs laying on me. Peaches, go lay down. I'll be in soon. Crazy dogs. Yeah, we got some 250 pins getting ready to give away for this big old celebration coming up. What did I do with the package? There it is. I haven't even picked one out for myself yet. Barbie picked one. You know which one she picked. That's what she took. I kind of like the black one, the blackout style. 250 years. And already have destroyed the place. Crazy. Well, we haven't, but our so-called educated people have destroyed it. No way. No way. Wyoming Adventures. Good morning. Or, well, evening probably still to you. How you been? Good to see you. Ralph, honestly, though, a button lock would be the choice for me, and a tactical knife. Need a lock up, choose sport, use a type, bottom, compression, yeah, frame lock, crossbar lock, back, etc. Be better. All right, let me read that one more time because I think I'm missing something. Honestly, though, a button lock would not. Yeah, I know. But with that said, I did test this. I mean, I beat it, and it didn't even stick when I released the button. So I'm hoping that this is one of them exceptional button locks. I'm sorry to hear that, Wyoming, but I know exactly how you feel. After I told my doctor to shove his pain medicine up his ass after being on it for 2011 to 2021. Yeah, so 10 years I was on pain meds. And if I would have known how hard it was to get off the pain meds, I'd have never took a pain med, period. That's bullshit, man. Why don't they just fucking tell you they're giving you heroin? My God. I ain't never been so sick in my life that 2 weeks. Well, about a month, really, but the first 2 weeks sucked bad. I did it cold turkey. I told my doctor to shove him up his ass and walked out of his office. And that was it. Now I just hurt. But I got used to it. I got to go. My brain, my military brain has kept me going. Let's just put it that way. When I go to the store, when I do things around the house, when I do things for the family, everything, I just constantly got to tell myself, just go. You're all right. You're not going to die. Just go. So that's how I soldier on right now. I just keep telling myself, just go. Just do it. Yeah, they do. Big time. I'd rather have the problems I have right now than a pinched nerve, because a pinched nerve just aggravates the piss no matter what you do. There ain't a certain way to sit, nothing. I've had a few of them in my rib cage. Because I got the usual problem. I got 7 blowed out. 3 of them are protruding into the spine. Spinal stenosis. Arthritis. My arthritis in my hips are so pronounced that you don't even need an x-ray to see it. Just take a picture and you can see the arthritis all build up in both sockets. Both knees, the airbags behind your knees that holds everything together, they're gone. And then I got 3 vertebrae in my neck that are totally destroyed. That every time I turn my head, I hear Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, and pop. But we'll say Midway USA has the best prices on it. Yeah, I had Scabs has told me that many a times. We met him at Blade Show last year. Good dude. Authorized dealer. Yeah, Midway is about the one that I would go to anyway for something like that. Now, back in the day, before the internet and everything, it was cheaper than dirt. Sold a lot of cold steel. I don't even know if they still do. But they're kind of like a surplus catalog. And they sold a lot of cold steel back in the day. That's where everybody got it. Cheaper than dirt, Shotgun News. What's that other one? There's another catalog company out there I used to deal with all the time with ammo and military shit. What the hell? It'll come to me in a minute. Oh, wow. Chat jumped big time. I hear that stopping makes it worse in the long run. Yeah, it does. Yeah, because every time I go to sleep or sit in a chair to relax, I got to tussle and fight and scream and holler till I find that one spot that I can deal with. Especially after today. I know I'm going to be hurting when I go to bed today. That's kind of why I'm having a few adult beverages. I had the boy out since about 3 o'clock. We went mountain bike riding to the park and then to the little park and then to the store and then back to here, build a fire so we could roast marshmallows. And about the time MC started, he was done. He went and crashed. And that's where I picked up. So, yeah. Yeah, pain can be dealt with if you deal with it, if you know what I mean. If you tell yourself, just go, just do it, eventually you become numb mentally, not physically, mentally. You would become numb until you stop. And when you stop, that's when you know how much you did that day. But I've been doing it for so long that I really don't think anything would hurt me anymore. I really don't. I've been stabbed twice. One on my shoulder and one on my foot. The foot thing was, as you probably could imagine, playing chicken. Yep. Clean through the top of the sneaker, through my foot, through the bottom of my sneaker. I was 16 years old when that happened. And you know what the worst part of it was? It didn't hurt until I pulled it out. Because I reached down, I looked at the dude, I looked at the knife, I looked at the dude. I'm like, Terry, he says you were supposed to move. That's what I said, well, I didn't. You all remember the sharp knives? They were called sharp. They were kind of like aluminum color with a black handle with a real long swooping pointy blade. You had the Sharp 2000, Sharp 1500. Kmart sold them. Yeah, that thing weighed like a half a pound. I was supposed to have a hip replacement, which would have helped. But no, I have a DNO myself. Do not operate. I'm not allowed to have any operations unless it's life-threatening because I only have 1.5 lungs. Because of my pneumonia that somebody misdiagnosed. And next thing you know, I'm in the hospital and they show me this x-ray. And y'all know what your lungs look like, kind of like 2 angel wings coming down to a little point at the bottom. Well, my right lung looked like somebody heated it on fire and it shriveled up into this big wad And if I'd have waited another day to go to the hospital, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all right now because the infection left the lungs and was heading to my heart. So yeah, good thing I decided to go to the hospital. Yeah, you still hurt. It never stops. And even with the pills, after being on the pills for 10 years, and they actually reduced my medication when I switched doctors, because he said, oh, the only time we give, what's the ones I was on? Perk 10s anyway. And then they gave me Hydro 10s. So I just doubled up. Instead of doing one every 4 hours or whatever it was, I did 2 every 8 hours. Was the only way I got a relief once they denounced it. And I told him about it. I said, why would you do that? Oh, and then he ordered me a wheelchair, a really nice one. Yeah, extra big and everything, so I had room, enough room to put a stereo system on and everything. I ain't getting in it. I will crawl on my belly on busted beer bottles before I'll get on that damn wheelchair. I keep dropping stuff. Yeah. Well, I've been going through that now. Oh, shit. 10 year. I'll grab a glass or something. It just flies right out of my hand. Knife, same thing. It's sometimes like I almost lose feeling in my hand. And I don't realize how much pressure I'm putting on whatever it is, And it just falls out. I got a push button every 10 minutes. It was awesome. Yeah. And Barb did that when she had her back surgery. She had the button. I said, doing okay? Oh, I don't know. Click. Yeah, I'm fine. But unlike some people, she didn't have to, her operation worked. I haven't had one yet. Because by the time I was ready to have the back operation, that's when my lung doctor said, no, 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 no. And to make a worse story worse, now I'm not trying to, hey, Mind Milton, what's going on, brother? Not to make anything worse. My mother, who was 63 years old at the time, had rotator cuff problems. It's a shoulder thing, okay? And her dumbass doctor talked her into having a surgery. My mom didn't come home. Being that her lungs were the way they were, with COPD and everything else, emphysema. She was not supposed to be operated on, and she got a lung infection. And I got to talk to my mom on the phone from 800 miles away. That was it. So, and that's the same thing I have. So, yeah, they're not touching my ass. I had bags of painkillers every month. It was still, yeah, it's never enough. It is never enough. Okay, let me catch up with some chat here. Cold tolerant to pain with the narcos, but he switched me to, yeah, that's that new thing, ain't it? Does nothing, yeah. Well, they tried to put me on gabapentin when this first went down. I had bad reaction to gabapentin. I'd be just walking or talking, and all of a sudden my brain shut off. Literally like 5-6 seconds. I would just be like, duh. Or fall, collapse, because my muscles wouldn't work. Listen to my brain, I understand, on the edge. I totally understand. I've been taking just a little over half what I was prescribed in the last 4 or 5 days. Sorry, I didn't mean to do. No, we were already on that subject before you got here, actually. You're good. You're all good. When you get a bunch of old people together, you know what happens. Come on. I was on 80 milligram oxys. Oh, now Barbara got a story about that, but oops. 30 milligram. Percocet 10 and 15. Right, yeah, all at the same time. Yeah, when she had her surgery, they gave her Roxy's and they gave her that other things. Let me see. Did you mention them in here? No. They're a little tiny pill, but they're ass kicking. Can't remember what the hell they're called though. They're not the Roxys. They're actually even smaller than a Roxy. And it wasn't the morphine thing. It was something else. I can't remember what they were. They had a coating on them. Like non-chewable. You couldn't crush them, nothing. Yeah, it did suck, Wyoming. He was a young doctor, I guess, trying to make a name for himself. Talked my mom into that surgery, and yeah, didn't go well. And of course, somebody signed a paper saying you couldn't sue them if things went wrong. So otherwise, my ass would have sued them. I'm the oldest in the family, so it'd have been up to me. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to lose my mom and my dad as soon as I moved to North Carolina. I lost mom 2008, 9, and dad in 2011. So, yeah, it sucked. But anyway, guys, some of you guys just came in. Here's why we're here. Other than that, there was a Blade show. Let's start with this one here. This was gifted to me by MK Ultra, Miranda Keith, with her own scales that she made, and I call them gummy bears because, as you can see, they kind of look like gummy bears. But if you look at it this way, it kind of looks like camouflage. Really cool. I'm gonna leave them on there. I like them. This bitch fits in my hand so good. I couldn't ask a shoe salesman to make a better fit. I love the blade style about it. I love everything about it. And Barbie got one too. Hers is the 04 or 5, the pointy one. And then Miranda made her more scales for hers. These are the ones that are already done in case she wanted to change color. And then she made her blanks. These are blanks that Miranda also made. These ones glow in the dark, as we showed earlier, which I will show one more time because it was really interesting the way they glowed. So let me get some light on them here. We're going to do this dark because I'm going to show you all something here. They're really active in a really strange way. You can almost light on it. Let's see if I can get a W going. See how it turns like a greenish? Now it kind of looks like the universe. That is really wild. Sweet. But yeah, she made those for a couple fixed blades that Barbie has that I'll be happy to put on her knives and get them all done up. And anyway, and then these she was selling, these two here, the CW from TCal. And this is one they lasered. That's not real Damascus. That's lasered shit. But once I got these things in my hand, I was like, no, I got to have them. So we did a trade. So yeah, that's what we've been talking about most of the time. Gabapentin, yeah, was originally developed for diabetic nerve pain, yep. And with relations to burning, feeling extremities, now it is prescribed for any type of long-term consistent pain, but it also has a lot of side effects. As a matter of fact, gabapentin right now, from what I heard recently, is almost being taken off the market because of the side effects. And they're using it so widely to treat pain. Like he said, it was developed for diabetic pain. Diabetic pain and other pain are totally different when you research it. And for some reason, gabapentin shuts off the nerves in your brain that reset pain. And then it starts shutting off other shit too. is what the side effects are. So some people like me, it just shut my brain off. I'd be walking across the yard, all of a sudden, boop, fall on the ground. No reason. Just like I lost all bodily functions. I took this shit for 2 weeks. I called my doctor. I says, look, man, I'm walking across my yard. All of a sudden I'm blacking out and I'm like hitting the ground and I'm like dizzy. Oh, that's the gabapentin. Quit taking it. I'm like, you knew that to start with? Well, yeah, that is one of the side effects. I was like, you assholes. I went to another doctor after that. And that's when they jacked me up on painkillers. So I didn't ask for them. They just said, here's what they are. Here's what you can be on the rest of your life. You can't have a surgery. So here, painkillers is your only way to any kind of life. Well, I got news for you. Yes, it hurts. But I'm sucking it up. And I'm not even on an aspirin. So. If you abuse gabapentin, you'll need to get better drugs. Yeah. Well, that's with anything, ain't it? You want me to take 1,200 milligrams 3 times a day? Yeah, can't remember. It's been a long time since I had any. God, I can't remember what mine were. They were white capsules. I know that. White with blue writing, if I remember correctly. Well, everyone, it's been a long. Yep, no problem. Large Lion. That's a place I used to hang out. Lion, not sheep. Thanks for coming in and hanging, man. Appreciate you. I'm getting off here in a couple minutes myself. I said 2 hours will be enough. 2:02 now. So yeah, 12:58. 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Anything anybody want to see? Anybody just come in? Want to see something? And before I go, thank you, Miranda Keith. Thank you, and thank you one more time for all you have done for our channel and the whole knife community. I am ecstatic. And I am enjoying everything. And the rest of you, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Paul, Mick, Omega, Sergeant, On the Edge, Wyoming. All you guys. I'm trying to find other names, but that's everybody I just said. Still, the only ones there. Lion Not Sheep. Yeah, guys, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Paul Mills. Cliff Brock. Todd. Mr. Mouse. Thank you, sir. Thank you all for coming in, hanging out with me tonight. I didn't see anybody live, so I figured, hell, get time, jump on, give you all a place to hang out, talk some shit. So we did for 2 hours. We talked shit. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. As always, we love you. You know we do. Y'all need anything, hit us up. Private messaging, whatever. Y'all know how to get a hold of us. Need a question about a knife or anything, hit me up. If I've dealt with it, I'll let you know. If anybody needs any scales, needs anything like that, hit up Miranda. If you like what you've seen, stuff like that. And I'm going to be starting the pass around group. This will be the first knife put in it, which is a Tuya, I can't remember the name of it again, Bruiser, Bruce something. It's G10, D2. Somebody did something to the blade, and I'm thinking Jimmy Crow or somebody else. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're going to put this in a couple R knives. And what I want to do is start a little pass around under Sergeant Maximus's. It'd be called Sergeant Maximus pass around. And we're going to throw some knives in there. Some updated knives, newer stuff. So it ain't been seen 300 times already. So any of you newer channels out there, want to get involved in pass around, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on email, hit me up on YouTube, whatever. See how many people will get involved in this. And the first person that really wants to do it, just to make it understand, then when you get it, you'll have it for a week or two, and you'll have to ship it to the next person. It will cost you at least $10 to $15 to ship. So kind of take that into consideration. And with that said, outstanding. I had a good time tonight, guys. thank you all for coming in. And as you were, have a great night.